Uh, Hello everyone, welcome to NSIAS Academy. మనం చెప్పుకున్నట్లుగా ఈ సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ యూపీఎస్సీ సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ప్రిలిమినరీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పర్పస్ అదేవిధంగా గ్రూప్ 1 ప్రిలిమినరీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పర్పస్ తోటి వీఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఫ్రీ డైలీ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఆఫ్ మల్టిపుల్ చాయిస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద సెకండ్ సెషన్ టుడే. ఇందులో మనం చూస్తున్నవి ఏంటంటే ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్. యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిలిమినరీ ఎగ్జామ్లో 2016-17 నుంచి 2022 వరకు ఉన్న ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ని వీఆర్ అనలైజింగ్. The purpose is to give you 360 degrees view about how questions can be asked. అందులో మళ్ళీ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా ఎలా రావచ్చు, అవే క్వశ్చన్స్ రిపీట్ అవ్వచ్చు, డిఫరెంట్ వేలో అడగచ్చు. దెన్ చాయిసెస్లో వాట్ ఆర్ ద పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఆఫ్ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ దట్ కెన్ కమ్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద థింగ్స్ వీఆర్ సేయింగ్. So today is the second session and this is from the UPSC preliminary examination previous paper questions, and these are not so complicated as we see it. In fact, just now one previous student of mine was I was about to start this. అతని పేపర్ చూసి సార్ ఇవి సివిల్ స్టాండర్డ్స్లో ఉన్నాయా, ఈజీగా వచ్చాయి అన్నాడు. ఎస్, బట్ దెన్ హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ నో దీస్ థింగ్స్? ఒకటేంటంటే ఎక్కువ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ అవి లేవు ఈ ఇయర్లో, పర్టికులర్ ఇయర్లో. బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సీ ఆల్ దట్ దెర్ ఆర్ గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. విల్ సీ హౌ ఫార్ ద ప్రాక్టీస్ సెషన్. అంటే ఏంటంటే మీరు ఎంతవరకు ఆన్సర్ చేయగలరు, ఎలా చేయాలి, దానికి సంబంధించిన మిగతా విషయాలు ఎలా రావచ్చు అనే క్వశ్చన్స్ చూడాలి. సో లెట్ us do this, friends. The first one is, who of the following had first deciphered the edicts of Emperor Ashoka? This is a very simple question, but why I am giving this question here for you is to understand and to tell you that what are the other possibilities that you can actually see here in this question. Okay, so that is also very important. ఇందులో ఉన్న చాయిసెస్ ఇంకో రకంగా కూడా అడిగే అవకాశం ఉంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సే లెట్ us talk about George Bahler. George Bahler is a German scholar who first translated the oldest Prakrit dictionary into English. Note చేసుకోండి, he is the first German scholar. He is the German scholar who translated the oldest Prakrit dictionary. Sanskrit dictionary అయితే గుప్తుల కాలంలో we have Amarakosha written by Amarasimha, but we are talking about Prakrit. So obviously this is a very important thing you can remember. Then James Prinsep, of course, he deciphered Ashokan inscriptions. చాలా మందికి తెలిసి ఉంటుంది సీరియస్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి. So he was the person who deciphered Brahmi and Kharoshthi scripts. So the answer for this is B. And of course at the same time Max Muller is associated with the Aryan homeland theory, Central Asia. He is the man, he is an Indologist, German Indologist. ఆర్యులు మధ్య ఆసియాలోని స్టెప్పిల్ నుంచి వచ్చారు అని చెప్పడానికి ఈయన ప్రధాన ఆధారం మనకి. విలియం జోన్స్ ఈజ్ అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ ద రాయల్ ఏసియాటిక్ సొసైటీ ఆఫ్ బెంగాల్. ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ పాయింట్స్, ఫ్రెండ్స్, హియర్. And of course the answer here is James V. But I also want you to remember especially about George Bahler, who actually translated the first Prakrit, oldest Prakrit dictionary into English, and it is called Pailachi, P-A-I-L-A-C-H-C-H-I, that you remember. Then here the Swadeshi and boycott were adopted as methods of struggle for the first time during the agitation against the partition of Bengal, home rule movement, non-cooperation movement. And of course after that we do have visit of Simon Commission. But then, friends, the answer is simple here, agitation against the partition of Bengal. But again, why I am talking of this question is to give you some more additional explanation. Passive resistance, Swadeshi and boycott are the hallmarks of extremist methods. Okay, and if you see the anti-partition movement, there are two phases. In 1903 December to 1905 July, we have a anti-partition movement which was conducted in the moderate methods. Moderate మతివాదుల నాయకత్వంలో సురేంద్రనాథ్ బెనర్జీ, కేకే మిత్రా and PC Ray, Prithvichandra Ray, these three leaders led. In July lo, whenever there was a clarity that the government is not going to listen, extremists took over, and then Swadesha and boycott were used along with the passive resistance. In Indian national movement, I want to tell you here in this context that the methods continued till the end, whatever methods that were adopted in the first phase, second phase, third phase, moderates, extremists and Gandhian phase. Bipin Chandra and Panikkar, very well known modern historians for us, they very clearly say the three phases of Indian national movement are mutually inclusive, not exclusive. Each stage is a stepping stone to the next stage. Without moderates, there are no extremists. Without extremists, there are no Gandhian method. So even in Gandhian method, Swadeshi and boycott did continue, right? Anyway, these are the points I just like to tell you here. The answer here is anti-partition movement. This is very interesting, friends. Buddhism. With reference to the religious history of India, consider the following statements. In UPSC preliminary or group 1 preliminary, questions on religion and philosophy are very likely. Let us see this. The concept of Bodhisattva is central to Hinayana sect of Buddhism. Wrong. This is Mahayana sect. Hinayana does not treat Buddha as God. There is no mythification. There is no philosophy in this. Greater philosophy in this. It is like in vanilla ice cream. Whatever Buddha had taught, that is Hinayana. But Mahayana has lot of additions and omissions, lot of mythology. Buddha is stated as God. The concept of Bodhisattvas is a compassionate one had come up. So, first one is wrong. The second one, Bodhisattva is a compassionate one on his way to enlightenment is correct. That is how Bodhisattvas are described in Mahayana texts like Sukhavati Vyuha, Karanda Vyuha. These are the important Mahayana philosophy texts. Arya Manju Shri Mula Kalpa. Okay. So then the third one is Bodhisattva delays achieving his own salvation to help all sentient beings on their path to do it. This is also correct. So the answer here is 2 and 3. Yes, B, 2 and 3 are there. Then Satya Sodak Samaj of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, who wrote Gulam Giri. So a wonderful text on caste oppression, that was in Maharashtra. Montague-Chelmsford proposals obviously were related to not social reforms, not education reforms, okay, and not police reforms. Fraser Committee is on police reforms, which is in the time of Karjan. Then constitutional reforms, yes, 1909 Minto Marley reforms or 1919 Montague-Chelmsford reforms are actually related to constitutional reforms. Then let us see what is or common to the two historical places known as Ajanta and Mahabalipuram. Both were built in the same period. No, not common, because Ajanta predates Mahabalipuram. Even Shatavahana period, post-Mauryan period, early centuries AD, we have Ajanta caves, and up to Chalukyas they continued, whereas Mahabalipuram, Pallavula Kalanlone, ante Pallava Mahendra Varma, Narasimha Varma, Modat Narasimha Varma, second Narasimha Varma, these are the time we have to see. So first is not wrong. Both belong to the same religious denomination? Absolutely not. Ajanta has also predominantly Buddhist and Brahminical or Hindu, whereas Mahabalipuramlo manaki pradhananga Hindu mataniki sambandhinchinevi kanipistayi. Pallavas are predominantly Saivites. Then both have rock cut monuments, correct. So only 3 is correct here. Then the next one is, in the context of history of India, consider the following pairs. Iటువంటి questions చాలా వస్తున్నాయి ఈ మధ్య. Eripatti, land revenue from which was set apart for the maintenance of village tank. చోళుల కాలంలో సౌత్ ఇండియాలో ఈ గ్రామాల్లో చెరువులు మెయింటైన్ చేయడానికి ప్రత్యేకించి ఆదాయాన్ని పెట్టుకునేవారు. దట్ ఈస్ దిస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ కరెక్ట్. Taniyur, village donated to a single Brahmin or group of Brahmins is wrong. They are called Agraharas. Taniyur is a territorial division. అంటే ప్రాదేశిక విభాగం, నాట్ ఏ విలేజ్ డొనేటెడ్ విలేజ్. సో సెకండ్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్. ఘటికాస్, colleges generally attached to temples. Ghatikas are educational institutions. Okay, so you call them colleges or education institutions or whatever. So here now what is correctly correctly matched? So Eripatti is 1, 3 is also correct. Let us see 1 and 3 if it is there. Okay, 1 and 3. Answer is D. Okay. Next one, question number 8. What are the main reasons for the split of Indian National Congress at Surat in 1907? Actually, there are 3 reasons which are not directly mentioned here. Apart from the differences, sudden change of location from Nagpur to Surat, okay, and the kind of conflict on differences of opinion on 3 resolutions. అతివాదులు 3 ఉండాలని పట్టుబట్టారు. ఒకటి, the extension of Swadeshi and boycott to entire country, not only Bengal. Second, now let us forget about partition of Bengal, we will take about Swaraj అనేది రెండోది. మూడోది, the constitution of National Council of Education. ఆల్రెడీ బెంగాల్లో పార్టిషన్ టైంలో అరవిందో ఘోష్ లీడర్షిప్లో పెట్టారు, బట్ దే వాంటెడ్ టు డే నేషనల్ కౌన్సిల్ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అనేది. దీస్ 3 ఆర్ నాట్ యాక్సెప్టెడ్, సో ఫైనల్లీ it got divided. And the answer which is here, related answer is extremist lack of faith in the capacity of moderates. Communalism is not there. Okay, 1909 Minto Marley reforms were the first one which introduced separate electorates, but split has happened in 1907. Okay, Muslim League has nothing to do with this, but the second one is the correct. And the 9th one, consider the following pairs. Bodh Gaya region. Bodh Gaya is in Bihar, not in Baghelkhand. Baghelkhand was actually in central India and parts of UP. Khajuraho is in Bundelkhand. Yes, Khajuraho architecture is of Chandels of Bundelkhand or Jajabhakti. Then Shirdi is in Vidarbha. Okay, Maharashtra region, Dakkan, Vidarbha, Aranyalan పిలుస్తూ ఉంటారు. Nashik, this is actually, this is actually in Maharashtra on bordering territory of the Malwa. So Nasik should be Maharashtra, and of course Tirupati is in Rayalaseema, right? So the answer here should be actually, if we delete okay, Nashik, so it should be 2, 3 and 5, right? Vidarbha is a contentious definition. So here because 2, 3 and 5 are not there, 2 and 5 will be the answer. Okay, 2 and 5 is the correctly matched, right? The next one, Banjaras during the medieval period are traders. They are not agriculturalists, they are warriors, they are not weavers. Mughal time lo, in the medieval time, Banjaras actually contributed a lot to trade. They used to transport goods also. We can actually call them as traders. Okay, so obviously friends, if you see, this kind of practice is going to help you very much. మనం ఇంకొక 3 రోజులు పాత 5 సంవత్సరాల పేపర్లు చూస్తున్నాం. ఇంకొక 3 సెషన్స్ UPSC PYQs డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. తర్వాత we will take up important questions or most expected questions in each of the syllabus topic, and we will continue the exercise. Okay, so thank you, thanks for joining me. We will meet in the session 2. అయిపోయింది session 3. We will meet in the session 3 again, right?